Hi Pisces, welcome to the reading. If your moon, rising or Venus sign is in Pisces, you can watch this video as well, or you might just want to watch it just because you feel like it, that's fine. The books you can see are the oracle decks that I'm going to be using today, Sacred Rebels and Moonology. I'm also going to be using the Gilded Tarot and Everyday Witch Tarot as well. So let's get started. So I hope everyone's doing well. I have shuffled the decks beforehand, but I will shuffle them once more. And we'll see what comes out for you today. And this message is just going to be a timeless message, so it might be relevant now, it might refer to the past, but we'll see what comes up. So we've got two flyers. The first two cards out, well, one of them is a Pisces, is a Piscean card. We've got the moon with the 10 of cups. That's going to be the focus of the reading, the heart of the matter. Now we've got the Empress coming out as your energy, the energy that you're bringing into the reading. This is quite positive so far. Any external energies? Three of Cups and the Magician. This is really positive so far. I mean, the moon there, I'm hearing too good to be true, maybe too good to be true. That doesn't mean something is too good to be true, but considering you've got such positive cards, especially if you're someone who's been through difficulties, you might be thinking, is this too good to be true? And they're flying, they are literally flying out, loads of them. And they are really, really positive. This is quite interesting. These are past energies here. The Ace of Wands, the Lovers, and the Nine of Pentacles. I'll let all of them come out before I talk about them, otherwise I'll just waste your time. So this is current energies here. This is pretty, yeah, it's pretty unbelievable how positive the cards are. So we're looking now at the potential outcomes of things. Knight of Pentacles, and the last card is a card of advice. The Fool. This is the most positive looking reading I've ever seen in my entire life, and I've been reading for a good few years now, and yeah, so I think we will use a Moonology deck to give us an overview. Just give those one more shuffle as well. And we have step out of your comfort zone and confidence is key to your success. So we'll put those there. I just need to move these down a little bit. Okay. Let's just have a quick look in the Moonology book and see what these say. You just bear with me because this book is in an unusual order, so it's sometimes hard to find what you're looking for. So North Node. My North Node is actually in the 12th house, which is Pisces. And I am being pushed to step out of my comfort zone at present as well. So in that sense, I can relate to that. So let's see if we can find it. After 10 years. Okay. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow, because you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the thing that scares you within reason. This card is all about living your purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction, to take action. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, and I see Leo there, yeah, confidence is your key to success, one of the other Moonology cards. If you finally find the courage to make the leap, and we've got the Fool here, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? And another part of the message, it says attune to the moon, so that's like an affirmation, I guess. I know I'm headed in the right direction. Additional meanings for this card: you're headed for something which feels like destiny. You need to face a fear and get over it. Time to stop obsessing about someone or something. Stand on your own 2 feet. You've got this. And then the teaching, it says, is the North Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. It's a karmic point, and on the horoscope chart shows us what we need to do and where we need to go with our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment and happiness. The North Node is the karmic astrology point that reminds us, to paraphrase Andre Gide, I think, Gide, that in order to discover new oceans we have to be prepared to lose sight of the shore. And then you have confidence is key. So it does look like you're going to be doing something new, or you've started something new already, because the Ace of Wands, which would be the spark of something new, it's in the past energy. So that could be recent past, it could be last week, yesterday, last month, last year. Let's have a quick look at the new moon in Leo card. That's a little bit easier to find. So I probably won't read the whole thing here, but let's have a look. It refers to taking the spotlight, being in the spotlight and being proud of who you are and what you have to offer and carrying yourself as such. Also make time to have fun. It's time to show the world what you've got, shine your light, have some pride. Yeah, it's saying if you've been too much of a wallflower, this new moon card comes as a reminder that you need to be proud of who you are. So shine your light, basically. So let's now look at the focal point of the reading. So we've got the Ten of Cups and the Moon, which makes me think that you're on the way to that Ten of Cups, but you probably aren't there quite yet in terms of some sort of fulfillment with whatever it is you're trying to do in life. With the moon there, it means that that Ten of Cups, that fulfillment hasn't quite happened yet, or you're still trying to figure out how to get to it. Let's get some clarification on it. So the moon and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, you haven't gotten there yet. You're on the way there, but not quite. With that Seven of Swords, yes, it can be about deceit, theft, etc. But sometimes it's just doing something risky, and risky doesn't always mean it's something bad. But yeah, with that, I'm getting a risk, and because it's with the Eight of Cups as well, Eight of Cups is leaving something behind to go and find your fulfillment. So I would say it's about taking a risk. So maybe you've just taken the risk, or maybe you need to take more of a risk to get what you want. Let's get one more clarifier for that, because the moon is the unknown as well, isn't it? So let's see. We get the Knight of Wands. To me, the Knight of Wands would sum up the Seven of Swords and the Eight of Cups, because he's an adventurer, isn't he? I always think of the Knight of Wands as someone who's quite fearless. Yes, they can be irresponsible, but they're someone who's quite brave, and they're willing to just go on a quest to do whatever it is that they feel passionately about. So the energy you're bringing into this is the Empress, which means that you have a lot of potential. And the Empress, this one, I don't think she's pregnant. The Empress is usually pregnant. This one isn't pregnant, but it does mean that you're creating something, and it has the potential to be abundant. Let's get a clarifier for her. We have the moon again. So again, it's a work in progress. There may be bits of information or something about what you're doing that's not quite visible yet, like you don't quite know how to do something, but you definitely have great potential to do it, as long as you're willing to take a risk to do it. Let's get another one for the Empress. Or it could be, because we were talking about confidence and stepping out of your comfort zone, that you're sort of hiding yourself. You haven't quite put yourself out there yet, despite having great potential. You're still kind of being a bit of a wallflower. So let's have a look again. The Empress has come out again to clarify the Empress. And we have the Six of Cups. Whatever you're trying to do, it might be something that you've wanted to do for a very long time with that Six of Cups. Six of Cups, it's innocence, it's memories, nostalgia. It can be a gift from the past. And I get the feeling that it's something that you may have thought about before, but it's only now that you sort of feeling that nudge even more to go towards it. So are there any external energies? Three of Cups and the Magician. I mean, the Three of Cups can be support, celebration. I would say in this case it's support. And with the Magician, it's creating, isn't it? So maybe you need more support to do what you're trying to do, or maybe you're trying to find support to do it. Let's have a look. We've got the Eight of Wands here, which suggests to me that you might be feeling a bit overwhelmed, that there's movement, or you want there to be movement, but it just feels a little bit chaotic for you, and that's why you need the support. Because maybe whatever plans you're making, you've got a lot that you're thinking about, there's a lot to do, and you don't know how to do it all. Let's get another clarifier. A few fell out there, but they sort of fell out rather than came out by themselves. Yeah, Eight of Swords, hands. It's the hands tied card, isn't it? It's not knowing the next step to take. Yes, it can refer to someone who's stuck, trapped, stagnant, but here I see it as you just sort of feeling like, I don't know what to do next, or how to get this thing started. Yeah, and then you've got the Four of Pentacles that was hanging out there as well. This can be where you feel like it feels like a gamble, because the Four of Pentacles is like holding on tightly to whatever they've already got. And yes, it's money. It can be money, it can be security. Maybe if it's a business venture or something, you're concerned about finances, if you'll be able to survive, if you change your path, if it will be fruitful or not. So it could be that. I'm just looking to see if there's any kind of if it's a relationship, it could be. I'm not getting much about relationships here. It could be though. I'm not getting much for relationships, to be honest. No, sorry, not getting that. So past energies, Ace of Wands would be the spark. The Lovers would be similar in that it's something that you love, that you feel connected to. Nine of Pentacles, it's something that you feel would give you independence, or it would be your way of, I feel like, expressing yourself, even though that's what the Nine of Pentacles is about. But everything around her, it's things that she loves and cherishes, isn't it? So let's get a bit of clarity on that. The past energy, that would be the spark of whether that happened 10 years ago, 1 year ago, 1 month ago, last week, where you thought, yep, I think I want to go in this direction. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah, that's when the wheel turned, something changed, and it was a case of, yep, I'm going to go for this. However that happened. You have the Page of Cups, yeah, that's expression. And as I was saying, Nine of Pentacles, I felt like it was expression, even though that's not typically what it means. And Six of Wands is success and being seen. So to me, this past energy is where something changed mentally, internally, where you thought, you know what, yeah, this is the direction I want to go in. I feel really positive about it. I really want to go for it. And I feel like it will make me feel successful in however successful feels for you, whether that's the feeling of I've done something and I just feel good about it, or you get acknowledged for it, however you define success. So we have the current energy around it. We've got Strength, the Two of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Now I know we've got a couple of cards that could be connected to a romantic relationship, like the Lovers and the Two of Cups. I'm still not really feeling romantic energy for this. I could be wrong, but I'm not really feeling that. With the Strength card, to me it's courage. You've got the Two of Cups there. It's something that you feel connected to, whatever this is that you want to do. I know it's people here, but to me it's an emotional connection, and it's something that it's matching cups, isn't it? It's what you give, you get back emotionally from it. So whatever you put in, you feel like you're getting something back. And even though it's not if it's not a person, if it was a job that you loved, you just feel like it's worth it, like it's equal give and take. King of Pentacles, that to me is someone that is trying to build. He wants to build, and he's fully capable of doing it as well. Clarifier is the Five of Cups and Justice. There's a little bit of worry, and that doesn't surprise me with Strength there, because it's saying that you would need courage to pursue this, and that's come up a couple of times, hasn't it? The Five of Cups and Justice is where you sort of thinking with the Five of Cups it could go wrong. Is it gonna serve me well with Justice? Is it gonna be fair? Is it gonna work out the way I want it to work out? And it's normal. It is normal to think that way, but that doesn't mean that you can't still take a risk. Yeah, you've got the Sun again with Five of Cups and Justice. Is it going to work out the way I envisioned it to work out? So that's the current energy where you are now. Knight of Pentacles, potential energy. I mean, that to me is taking the necessary steps, the practical steps to go for what you want, and being committed to it as well. We have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, that's, to me, that is standing up for something that you want. It's worth fighting for. Anything else? We have the Ace of Cups. It's because it's something you're willing to fight for it and be committed to it, because it's something that makes you feel emotionally fulfilled. With the Ace of Cups, it fills your cup, so it's worth it. One more. And we have the Two of Cups again. Yeah, again with the Ace of Cups, it's something that matches your cup. It fulfills you and it matches your cup, so it's worth, you are willing to be committed and take the steps to go towards it, regardless of what anyone else says. Because with the Seven of Wands, it could be that people are telling you, you know, what the hell are you doing? This doesn't make sense. But it's not their choice, it's your choice. So the advice is the Fool, which is, yep, go for it, try it. I mean, there are no guarantees in life, but you don't know unless you try. So let's clarify the Fool. We have the World, that's a new beginning. The King of Cups, let's get one more for that. And Death. I would say with the King of Cups in between these cards, you can have a new beginning. You can have a fresh start a new cycle, start a new project. You might be wanting to travel with the Fool and the World together as well. And the Death card is changing everything. It's leaving the old behind and going towards the new. But with that King of Cups there, as advice, you will need to have a handle on your emotions, because whatever you're doing, especially if it's something that feels like it's a risk, and then you've got people potentially interfering and kind of putting things down or trying to create doubts, you have to be very secure and emotionally balanced so that you can see things through. Because I think the King of Cups he is emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent, and would need to be emotionally balanced. That no matter how you feel, you've got to try and keep your equilibrium. If people try to get a reaction out of you, then don't give it to them. You know, just look out for yourself and do what you have to do to be balanced within yourself so that you can see it through. So we're just going to get one more oracle card as advice. We're going to use Sacred Rebels for this. And you have 2 Sacred Rebels cards. Defend to the end the worthwhile, which is this one here, the 7 of Wands, where you're defending what you stand up for. And Sacred Fool, you get the Fool here. Let's have a quick look in the book. These messages are rather long, so should I read it? Should I not read it? Let's have a look. I think I will read it, even though they are really long. They're beautiful messages, though, as long as they are. So, defend to the end the worthwhile. Beneath the illusions, pretty as they may seem, you know what is real. Beneath the lies, sweet though they may sound, you know what is worthwhile. All that is genuinely and truly essential for the heart to throb with life is worthwhile. Anything that dulls it or suffocates it, its vibrant aliveness must be questioned, challenged, and more than likely cast aside, for the heart is our key to living an authentic life. What is there once that is compromised? Without its foundation of truth, we are to be forever lost in confusion, doubt, and despair. You are a sacred warrior, a defender of the heart. You have cried genuine tears of your own grief and also the grief of the world. You have raged at injustice and oppression in your own life and in the world. You have felt the need to protect the presence of love, for whilst it is exceptionally powerful, it can too easily be smothered under lies and fear. The sacred warrior must not heed the dangerous voices that say, oh, stop being so sensitive, stop making such a big deal out of things. Love is the biggest deal there is. What else is worth being so sensitive about? And you're a Piscean, so Pisces is often associated with being more in touch with their emotions and less afraid to express them. Okay, love is the biggest deal there is. What else is worth being so sensitive about? The sacred warrior is vigilant that the presence of love is not chipped away by fear, criticism, doubt, or untruths, even if others find the unflinching honesty of your feelings difficult to handle. Even if those feelings are expressed with gentleness and compassion, the sacred warrior honors the task of being more faithful to love than to anything else. This includes the fear of loss. Actually includes the fear of anything at all. This oracle brings guidance to honor even the smallest steps in your path of the sacred warrior. They are no less important than the more noticeable or dramatic actions on the path. One single misstep can begin a landslide of great devastation. Being vigilant with what is meaningful and what is truthful, even in the smallest and seemingly most insignificant ways, strengthens the sacred warrior and prevents darkness from gaining a stronghold from the inside. That darkness will be intelligent and sneaky. It will tell you that it doesn't matter, that this one time you can forget what you promised, and that you are just one person and that you can't make a difference anyway. That darkness will lure you into sleepy ambivalence and dull your light, if you allow it to. The sacred warrior within will fight and love and honor to be true to what has meaning. And never ever allow it to be cast aside, even if it seems easier in the moment. The sacred warrior finds joy and humour in life to prevent the seriousness of the task from stifling the heart that just wants to live and to be free. That joy brings strength to the warrior and an expanded, relaxed awareness that can sense the presence of fear, whether it is masked as anger, hate, or doubt, and immediately respond to it with fierce compassion. And that would be that King of Cups, compassion and maintaining your own emotional balance, even if people come towards you trying to put doubts in your mind. This oracle has special guidance for you. You are being asked to stay strong and stand your ground. This might be in a big emotional journey that feels like the fight of your life. It may be in a matter that does not seem to hold much importance. Perhaps, for example, you are contemplating an idea that you feel could be something, but those around you declare it is nothing. Much too impractical, too little, or too much. However, what is happening or soon will be happening is worthwhile. So hold tight, ask for help through the healing process below, stay true to the sacred warrior of love that you are, and defend to the end all that is worthwhile. This oracle card gains even more significance for you if you have also drawn the oracle of new birth, guarded vigilantly in your reading. If you intuitively feel guided to read the message for that card, do so after you complete the healing process below. And I'm going to leave the healing process because I've already read a very long message and my voice is starting to go. Let's have a look at the Sacred Fool, see how long that one is. It's quite long actually. It's the Sacred Fool card, from experience of having it before. It's about I guess the closest word I can think is eccentricity, where however you have to be yourself basically. It's not about doing the going the practical route, in the sense of, say if you wanted to choose a career as an actor, but everybody in your family was saying, oh no, that's silly, you'll never make it, etc., you need to be a lawyer instead. It's that, isn't it? It's choosing between going down the practical route. Not that there's anything wrong with being a lawyer, apart from if you don't want to be a lawyer, going down the practical route of being a lawyer, or trying to be an actor. I mean, you can't guarantee that you'll succeed as an actor, but if you don't try, you'll never know. And that's what the Sacred Fool is about. Sort of do what you feel is right, you know, do what you feel connected to, what makes you feel like you have a spark in you and makes you feel something emotionally, not just being a puppet trying to just live day to day if you haven't even given what you really want to do a chance. It says it's time for you to play. So yeah. So basically, the gist of it is there's something new that you're looking at doing, whether it is a relationship, a new job, a new path. You've got a creative idea. You might want to write a book. You might want to become a musician, an actor, whatever it is. It's saying you're stepping out of your comfort zone, and you need to be confident about it and stand up for it, no matter what anyone says, and try to maintain. Look out for maintaining your emotional balance in the whole thing, because there are always people that are going to be, whether it's jealousy, whether it's their own fear of that you're not going to make it. Although you have to wonder, why do people fear? I mean, yes, there are sometimes life and death situations, but just general things like career. Why do other people fear so much someone failing in a particular career? It's not the end of the world, is it? But it's about you having the courage to stand up for it and go for it anyway, and just see where it leads you. So Pisces, thank you for watching the video. I'm looking forward to doing more videos for you, and take care.